What happens when two of America's most outrageous electric trucks go head-to-head? On one side, you have the Tesla Cybertruck, one of the most recognizable and controversial vehicles on the road. On the other, there's the GMC Hummer EV, a massive electric machine built around extreme power, off-road capability, and an unmistakable presence. Both are electric. Both are incredibly expensive. Both are designed to turn heads. But they take completely different approaches to the electric truck. Tesla went futuristic. GMC went brutal. And when you put them head-to-head, the question isn't simply which one is faster. It's which one is actually the better electric truck.
Welcome to AutoMaster Drive, driving the future of cars. Today, we're putting the Tesla Cybertruck against the GMC Hummer EV in one of the most extreme electric truck comparisons on the market. We'll look at their design, power, acceleration, off-road capability, range, charging, technology, practicality, and value. Because on paper, both trucks look incredible. But once you look beyond the headlines, the differences become much more interesting. The Cybertruck is built around Tesla's technology ecosystem and radically different design. The Hummer EV takes the traditional American idea of a massive off-road truck and electrifies it. So which one deserves your attention? Let's start with the designs.
Two completely different designs. The first thing you'll notice is that these trucks don't look anything alike. The Cybertruck looks like it came from the future. Its sharp geometric body, stainless steel exterior, and minimalistic design make it unlike almost anything else on American roads. Tesla wasn't trying to make another conventional pickup. It wanted the Cybertruck to become an entirely new visual statement. The Hummer EV takes the opposite approach. It's massive, wide, aggressive, and unmistakably a Hummer. GMC kept the familiar Hummer attitude, but replaced the traditional powertrain with an all-electric system. And that gives the Hummer something the Cybertruck doesn't quite have, a connection to an already established off-road identity. The Cybertruck looks futuristic. The Hummer looks intimidating. And depending on what you want from your truck, that difference could matter more than any horsepower figure.
Power and performance. This is where things get serious. The Hummer EV is available with 2 and 3 motor configurations, with the 3X producing up to 1,000 horsepower, according to current specifications, and delivering the kind of acceleration you wouldn't expect from a vehicle this large. The Cybertruck is no slouch either. Tesla designed it to deliver instant electric torque and strong acceleration, while still functioning as a full-size electric pickup. But here's the interesting part. The Hummer's performance isn't just about going fast. It's about delivering huge amounts of electric power while maintaining the hardware needed for serious off-road driving. The Cybertruck, meanwhile, puts a huge emphasis on the combination of performance, software, and electric efficiency. So which one wins? If we're talking about sheer drama and brute force performance, the Hummer has an incredibly strong argument. But speed isn't the only measure of a great electric truck, and that's where this battle gets even more interesting. Off-road capability. This is where the Hummer EV really starts to separate itself. GMC didn't build the Hummer EV simply to look aggressive. It's engineered around serious off-road hardware. Features like crab walk, four-wheel steering, adjustable air suspension, and extract mode give the Hummer some unusual tools for tackling difficult terrain. Crab walk allows the truck to move diagonally at low speeds, helping it navigate tight trails and obstacles. And when the terrain gets especially difficult, the available extract mode can raise the vehicle to provide additional ground clearance. The Cybertruck is also a serious off-road machine. Its adaptive air suspension provides substantial ground clearance, while its electric powertrain delivers instant torque to help maintain traction. But the two trucks approach off-roading differently. The Hummer feels purpose-built around extreme trail capability. The Cybertruck feels like a futuristic electric pickup that happens to be surprisingly capable away from the pavement. If your weekends involve rocks, mud, steep trails, and serious adventure, the Hummer has a compelling advantage.
Range and charging battle. Now, let's talk about something every electric truck owner eventually has to think about. Range. The current Hummer EV pickup 3X is rated by GM for up to 363 miles of estimated range, depending on configuration. GMC.com. That's impressive considering the Hummer's enormous size and weight. The Cybertruck also offers strong range, although the exact figure depends heavily on configuration, wheels, tires, and drivetrain. But range isn't the whole story. Charging infrastructure matters just as much. And this is where Tesla has a major advantage. The supercharger network has become one of Tesla's strongest selling points, giving Cybertruck owners access to a large, fast-charging network across North America. GMC has access to an increasingly broad charging ecosystem as well, and newer GM electric vehicles can take advantage of expanding fast-charging options. But for drivers who regularly travel long distances, Tesla's charging ecosystem remains one of the biggest reasons to consider the Cybertruck. So, in the range and charging battle, the answer isn't as simple as looking at one number.
Technology and interior. Inside the Cybertruck, Tesla's philosophy is immediately obvious. The cabin is minimalist, highly digital, and centered around its large touchscreen. Tesla has also built its vehicles around software, over-the-air updates, navigation, driver assistance technology, and a connected ecosystem. The Hummer takes a more traditional American truck approach. Its cabin is large, bold, and packed with technology, while still maintaining a physical presence that feels familiar to truck buyers. GMC also offers features designed specifically around off-road driving, giving the driver information and controls that become useful when the pavement disappears. This creates an interesting divide. Tesla feels more like a technology company built a truck. GMC feels like a truck company transformed a massive off-roader into an EV. And that's probably the biggest difference between these two vehicles.
Practicality and towing. A truck needs to do more than look impressive. It needs to work. The Cybertruck gives buyers a large cargo bed, useful storage solutions, and serious towing capability. The Hummer EV is also built to handle demanding work and recreation, although its enormous size can become a disadvantage in tight parking areas and crowded city streets. This is one area where the Cybertruck may make more sense as an everyday electric truck. Its design is still unconventional, but the overall package is easier to understand as a daily use pickup. The Hummer is different. It's huge. It's heavy. And it feels like an event every time you drive it. For someone who wants maximum road presence and extreme off-road capability, that can be exactly the point. But for someone who needs an electric truck that balances daily driving with utility, the Cybertruck has a strong case.
Price and value. And now we reach one of the biggest problems with both trucks. Neither is cheap. GMC currently lists the 2026 Hummer EV Pickup 2X from $99,895, while the 3X starts at $107,995, before destination charges and other options. That puts the Hummer firmly into premium territory. The Cybertruck also occupies a premium position, with pricing varying significantly depending on configuration. So the real question isn't simply which truck costs less, it's which truck gives you more of what you actually want. If you want extreme off-road hardware, massive presence, and brutal performance, the Hummer makes a strong argument. If you want Tesla's software ecosystem, supercharger access, futuristic design, and a different approach to electric truck ownership, the Cybertruck becomes much more attractive. So after everything we've compared, which electric truck actually wins? The answer depends on what kind of driver you are. The GMC Hummer EV wins the attitude battle. It brings enormous power, serious off-road hardware, four-wheel steering, and a level of road presence that's almost impossible to ignore. But the Tesla Cybertruck wins where technology, charging infrastructure, and Tesla's software ecosystem matter most. It's the more futuristic choice. The Hummer is the electric truck for someone who wants to conquer the trail. The Cybertruck is for someone who wants to experience a completely different vision of what a pickup can be. And that's what makes this comparison so interesting. Neither truck is trying to be ordinary. They're both showing us just how different the future of American trucks could become.
But now, I want to hear from you. Would you choose the Tesla Cybertruck or the GMC Hummer EV? Tell me your choice in the comments, and more importantly, tell me why. If you enjoyed this comparison, make sure to like this video and subscribe to AutoMaster Drive for more future electric trucks, SUVs, and cars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.